Hello friends. Now that the first lockdown is over, I can finally produce a video for you again. I'm still in my hometown, on my way to the train station. Today I'm going to Aachen, and take a closer look at the A&O hotel and hostel there for you. This video is therefore an episode of my series, The Cheapest Hotel, because the A&O was really the cheapest offer in Aachen today, with an overnight price of around €34. The hotel is located directly at the main train station. So let's see what €34 get us today. And already we have reached Aachen. I have already left the station forecourt, because there were around 20 police cars there at the moment, and I didn't want to get into trouble. Now I'm looking for the way to the hotel. And here it is. Right on the next street corner. The A&O Hotel and Hostel Aachen Hauptbahnhof. I will now take care of all the check-in formalities, and we'll see you again in the room. Here we are already in the hallway and stairwell. The building looks more like an old office building. It is possible that an authority, or a customs department was located here in the past. After all, Aachen is very close to the borders with the Netherlands and Belgium. But now let's take a look at my room 414. There we are. I'm just putting down my personal belongings, and then we can start the tour right away. As always, we start at the door. We have the emergency exit plan here. However, there is no other way to lock the door manually. Furthermore, we have the sufficiently large, and optically modern-looking room here. The floor has a wood look. I just turn on the light, then you can see more. There is an open wardrobe, with 3 hangers and some storage compartments. The rubbish bin is placed in the lower compartment. On the front there is a large mirror and another, small shelf. The 2 modern single beds are arranged to form a double bed. It would not be possible to separate them, because the bedside tables are fixed to the wall. The purpose of these metal tables has not yet made sense to me. A little advertising for the hotel chain, as well as the remote control for the television are in this compartment on the wall. The bedside lamps are bright and adjustable, and therefore serve their purpose very well. The flat-screen TV is also completely sufficient for the size of the room. A look out of the window at Aachen. Even if there is a large street right in front of the hotel, I really like the view, with the church in the background. It seems like you can fold this table if you want to use the space for other purposes. 2 stools complete the arrangement. The passage in front of the bed is very narrow. Last but not least, we have to look at the bathroom. It's not particularly big, but at first glance everything seems to be there that you need. The towels can be found on the bed, by the way, which reminds me a little of a youth hostel. There are 2 rolls of toilet paper. The cleanliness of the surfaces leaves a lot to be desired, at first glance, and especially when you touch them with your hands for the first time. Soap on the sink, and shower gel in the shower are provided. Dispensers for hygiene bags, a hygiene bucket, and the toilet brush are permanently mounted on the wall. These items make a good quality impression. I'll check the housekeeping performance again with the UV lamp. In the meantime, I have also found a function for the small tables. You can use it as a luggage rack. Let's now subject the bathroom to a second, thorough check for cleanliness. You can see clear spots exactly at the points that I have just mentioned. It could be toothpaste. Even if it is difficult to see in the video, the entire wall area around the toilet has not been cleaned. There are also stains in some places in the shower. On the other hand, there are only dust deposits on the trash can, and some other places, which cannot always be completely avoided. In particular, however, the wall area by the toilet is unacceptable. The surface of the toilet seat appears to have been cleaned, but the plastic is so worn that the deposits settle in the pores. Strictly speaking, this seat should have been replaced recently. The toilet bowl itself is not cleaned perfectly either. All in all, the bathroom is very disappointing in terms of cleanliness. It's not that I would say it was unbearable, but enough to give me reason to take a closer look around the room. Both under the beds and the sheets themselves are again quite clean. The bed itself is okay. The mattress is thick, but the pillow and blanket have a really budget hotel character. It should also be noted here, that the overnight stay cost me just under €34. This also makes it clear, that you shouldn't have the highest expectations in terms of equipment here. The low price is also due to the low occupancy rate, due to the pandemic. But it has also been noted that these prices are not always the case here. A year earlier, when I checked the nearby hotel am Muskeeta, Arno asked more than €90 for a room. If I relate today's performance to that, then a price of €34 is of course great, and under normal circumstances I would also be willing to pay €50. For more than €90, however, I have higher expectations than an average clean room with the charm of a youth hostel. My interim conclusion: I wouldn't necessarily shout my recommendation for this hotel through the streets. But, for what it is, it's okay. So friends, now you get to see a second room layout. Since I still had a few formalities to take care of at reception, I immediately addressed the problem of cleanliness in the bathroom. They were very friendly and understanding, and immediately offered me another room. This is the room next door. The layout here is a little different, as the partition walls had to be subsequently adapted to the existing layout of the window front. All in all, the room is furnished in the same way, only the table is in a different place. So let's check here, too, how cleanliness is in the bathroom. At first glance, it looks a bit cleaner, especially when it comes to the shelf space above the sink. But as soon as the eye falls on the corresponding places around the toilet, the same problems become apparent as in our first room. The shower area is also cleaned a little better. However, the area around the toilet is without words. I don't know how well you can see the dirt in the video. If I close the door all the way, it should be even clearer. I will now prove that you can remove these dirt deposits with a simple disinfectant wipe. And here is the result. The residues can be easily removed with a pre-soaked disinfectant wipe. This suggests that the entire walls have probably not seen a cleaning rag. But I want to leave it at that for the moment. Everything has been said about it. I will also clean the toilet again with my own cloth, to be on the safe side. Good morning here from Aachen. It's departure time again. I've already packed my personal belongings. But of course I would also like to tell you about my night here in the hotel. For this I set up the camera again and hope that it will capture my picture correctly. Overall, I slept well. The bed itself is comfortable. One disadvantage is that the two beds slide apart when you move. The building itself does not have good sound insulation. With the low number of bookings, this was not so important. Towards the morning one could hear slam doors, as well as water running, from several sides. Fortunately, I was already awake at this point. However, this is a problem for everyone, who might want to sleep a little longer, as they spend several days here and do not have to pay attention to the checkout time. Otherwise, apart from the cleanliness problem in the bathroom, I can't say much negative. Let's come to my conclusion. It's a bit mixed this time. On the one hand, of course, I have to see that I paid a very low price. At this price you can be happy if the basic things are right. For less than €34 I got an average clean room with a private bathroom. That's a lot for the price mentioned. This experience also fits the company philosophy of A&O, for example with the slogans printed in the brochures, everyone can travel. I'm just looking for a second one that fits very well. It is what it is, a room for those who just want to travel. That hits the point. This fits the performance and the price. Even a slightly higher price would still fit, if Aachen is busier again and events take place here. But if I then see that in this hotel rooms are sometimes rented for over €90, then I have to say that this no longer fits the advertised company philosophy. With such a price, there is no corresponding value. In this price range around €80 to €100 there are many hotels that simply offer a lot more. Even if you paid €10 more for a room in the Best Western, for example, you would get significantly more value and would be better off there. If the price is cheap, I can definitely recommend this hotel. As soon as the price goes up, I would recommend you keep your eyes peeled for another house. In particular, there are also many small, owner-managed houses in the surrounding streets, which often have very good offers. That said everything for today. If you have any questions, drop me a line in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would be very happy about that. Stay healthy and check back soon.